What a game of football this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Another terrific 3 points by the team. What determination, will to win, drive, energy, just desire shown by everyone in an amber shirt this evening. I hope everyone at home watching it on the live stream enjoyed that. James Board has just informed me that he was standing on the gantry this evening and beat his chest like Donkey Kong when Harry Buterman's strike hit the back of the net in the 84th, 85th minute, whatever. Even I know who Donkey Kong is, but it's an image that will remain with me, and I'm not sure it's a good one, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations to Matt, Jason, everyone wearing an amber shirt this evening. How proud to be amber again. Wonderful show by everyone involved with this terrific team of ours. So we're now on 50 points, ladies and gentlemen, the total that we reached when last season was curtailed prematurely. Difference being, of course, that last season we'd played 38 games by that point in time. This season, just 24. What a terrific turnaround! What a terrific show of just that will to win by this team. However, the job isn't done, not by any stretch of the imagination. There's a long, long way to go this season, and we now embark on a series of away trips. In fact, on the calendar, 7 of the next 8 games are away from Gander Green Lane. So securing the 3 points tonight was really important to keep that momentum going. Just terrific. So we've had a trilogy of matches down here at Gander Green Lane in the last week, and of course a trio, therefore, of strikers are key draws as a consequence of that. And a rather parsimonious 3 draws they've been, as well, as the safe has not been opened on any of the last 3 occasions, including those 2 in the last week. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Strikers Are Key Draw 14. I'm a little bit out of breath, I do apologise for that, but the old heart rate is just starting to slow down, so I'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, what's the story with Strikers Are Key? How much is in the safe? Well, as a consequence of Isaac Olafe's goal in the first half tonight, and as a consequence of the fact that the safe hasn't been opened in any of the last 3 occasions, that figure quickly rises, and we have £950 in the safe this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And our finance man, Mr. Rob Oakes, will be turning to jelly at the prospect potentially of transferring that to one of you wonderful syndicates, but maybe tonight is the night for that to happen. We shall soon see. But of course, the question is, who is going to be conducting the draw on everyone's behalf this evening, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let me tell you the answer to that question, because in much the same way as we've had a trilogy of matches in the last week here at Gander Green Lane, and this is the trio, the third in that trio of Strikers Are Key draws as a consequence, we've also going to complete a triumvirate of SUFCtv celebrities this evening. We started off with Sohail, we then moved on to Ollie last week, and this evening we're going to complete that triumvirate wearing the blue jacket this evening, and dare I say, he's going to be gamekeeper turned poacher this evening, and at the other end of the interview stakes, it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome to the Strikers Are Key stage, oh yes, it is no other than Mr. Ahmed Noor. Ahmed, sir, welcome.
Hello, AP.
Lovely to see you, Ahmed.
It's a pleasure. Finally, I get to don the blue jacket. It's an honour.
I was listening to you because obviously I was sitting kind of diagonally opposite, getting, fairly animated during the game this evening. Fairly
vociferous celebrations, I can say.
Yes, well, yeah, there was.
To do it justice, he's one of the loudest people in the stand, and I sit there doing the XLR tonight. You could not, for a moment, not hear Adrian talking at all. It's always something about the chances, or keep going, use. It's serious support up here. And
it's all constructive stuff, Ahmed, all constructive.
Very constructive, yeah. With the odd X-rated thing in between, which is not safe for viewing on this particular
So from your lofty perch at the back of the stand this evening, what was your take on this evening's game?
Yeovil Town put a very good performance in, made that hard for Sutton, and it's not, like, I've seen Sutton enough times this season. I've seen days where they have been very good. I've seen days where they've proved their worth in the National League and they've earned the right to be top right now. But Yeovil did give them a game, and I think it's been a while since we've seen a team really go on the front foot here at Sutton. But this team have fight. They have a lot of desire. They want this more than anything. For the fans who sadly aren't here, it's not the same place without them, and they're working as hard as they can to secure their points game in, game out. And Matt Gray does a fantastic job at that. And tonight was a clear indication, as was Bromley last week, of that desire. They picked up 3 points tonight. They'd have to fight and work hard for it, but I'm sure the fans who are watching this will be equally as happy that
determination, that will to win,
yeah,
togetherness, Ahmed.
Absolutely,
and that's the whole club, isn't it?
Yes.
You get that feeling that there's something special going on because the whole club is together.
I
even
never
in
get
adversity,
that anywhere else, to be honest with you. Many places I've been to, clubs are plenty, years gone by. I've been to Wembley where I've been near dressing rooms where they've been nowhere near the same sort of camaraderie you'd get from a club like Sutton here. There is absolute, as I like to say, I've said it on many a Sutton United show, there's a family feel about this club, and it's something that you can never take for granted. And it brings me great honour to be a part of it, because I do feel like I am part of a family here. So
yeah, and obviously you want to get into the commentary game. Take us back to your kind of the start of your Sutton United involvement.
Well, I was at university, and I was a keen commentator at uni, but something that really bugged me was, the fact that instead of really just learning my craft, I can practice it. And I thought, with opportunities at such a level like the National League open to anybody, why don't I just go out and give it a go? I had done a few matches for my university teams, men's and women's, before that, on a similar version to what we use on like MixLR, for example. And I started thinking, okay, now I'm going to take the plunge. Let me just go for it. And June 2019, I joined Sutton United as a commentator. I've been up and down the country with the club, and I've been on many good nights. I've seen bad ones too. I think,
remember your first game?
I do remember my first game. It was here against Dulwich Hamlet in a pre-season friendly.
Okay.
It ended in a good night, but the first official game for me was against Barnet, and it ended 1-1. Beatsman scored that night, like he did this evening.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
And it was a very good. Yeah, it was a good introduction to the sort of vibe you get being a commentator, because you really are playing a part for everyone who's watching, whether it is highlights or live streams. And
if I was to ask you when you think that your commentary was really on point, you came away buzzing from the commentary, which game would you say that was?
Well, I mean, it's fairly recent, but it has to be Bromley last week, because I think it's the most emotive I felt as a commentator in my time at Sutton, especially. I've seen many games as a fan and felt nowhere near the same amount of emotion as I did last week when the own goal went in. And it wasn't just me, because I could sense around me there was a feeling of excitement and glee and relief on many faces. You can't blame him.
I said it when Ollie was doing the draw on Saturday. I'll say it again. It's a hard job, this commentating, and I've done it a very, very kind of on an ad hoc basis occasionally.
Yes.
It's tough. You've got to really focus. And I have to say, I thought your commentary of the last 5 minutes of that game was really on point. So well done on that.
Credit where it's due. Yeah,
it was
thank
great.
you.
It was.
Same to you,
you can
AP.
see the emotion.
Same to you. He
Great.
does a good job. Sometimes I like to take the credit, but it's not fair for me to take it all. And anyone behind the camera in particular, I feel like anyone who steps in the shoes, it is a tough job. And particularly on nights are plenty. I think Wrexham this season wasn't a good night, unfortunately. Had to still plough through. I listened to that commentary, and I still feel like great admirance for the fact that you still managed to get as much info as possible. And yeah, you do a great job in a commentary point of view. So.
It's nice of you to say, but no, the commentary is your game, not mine. That's for sure. I'm going to ask the final question before we conduct the draw, because it's now become. It's the goal, your favourite goal that you've commentated on, excluding the Bromley own goal last week.
Of course, it's not that.
That's had quite a lot of coverage, but in your time in the last couple of seasons, the goal that you commentated on that you thought, yeah, I've really nailed that.
There have been, for the time I've been at Sutton in the last 2 or so years, there have been some fantastic strikes. I could tee off many if I wanted to, but the one I've picked is one against Esri. David Ajiboye scores. He picks up the ball around centre circle and he just starts running towards goal. And he literally, without thinking about it, just loops one into the top corner. And ultimately that day wasn't a good day for Sutton.
Yeah, we lost the game 3-2, didn't we?
Late
Yeah, it was a great
penalty.
goal.
Late penalty.
But a great goal.
Fantastic goal. And it's that I think the words I used that day exampled that brilliantly. So it was an excellent strike. and he's proving to be an excellent player.
Well, one of a lot of high-class performers we've got in an amber shirt at the moment.
He is a talent.
One of a team, and that's the key thing. It's a team, isn't
it?
A
team player with an immense talent. You can't ignore that at all.
Great. Okay, we're going to move on to the actual draw now. Are you ready for this?
I am excited about this part.
So we've cleaned and made sure everything is there for your to conduct the draw on everyone's behalf. The first thing that you need to do, Ahmed, is to pick up the purple velvet bag, have a good old rummage round, pick a ball out, and I shall consult my sheet here. Now that my heart rate is back to some sort of normality, I can concentrate on the job in hand.
Good luck to all of you. Okay, I've picked my ball.
Show this to the camera.
I feel like we've seen this number before. It's number 27.
Number 27. Now, unless I'm much mistaken, ball number 27, ladies and gentlemen, is the Old Malt Gang, which is Dirty Barry, Russell Miller, Gary Ambrose, Monya Pearce, and Malcolm Pearce, who will now be shouting from the rooftops over there. Ahmed, you're about to potentially make this 1, 2, 3, 4 quintet very happy by picking up the green bag.
Let me just put the ball back.
Put the ball back and choosing a key from there within, and then handing it back to me, and we'll see where it takes us. But the Old Malt Gang, Dirty Barry, Russell Miller, Gary Ambrose, Monya and Malcolm Pearce, ball number 27. Is this your good night? Your
Here's
lucky
the key.
night. There's the key.
Once again, the right dice.
Point your bit to the top. Just check it's all nicely locked up, which I'm sure
it should be locked up. Oh, it bounced out.
Point your bit to the top and turn it to the left, and if it's the right key, it will just drift around a little bit to the left. And
it does drift a bit, but no.
Desperately sorry.
I'm afraid it's not this one.
Malcolm Co. This is the one, I'm afraid, that opens the safe, and I'll just demonstrate it to you. Before I do this, oh no, I'll do that now so that we can just, and then we'll bring the proceedings to a close. There you go. That's the baby. This 4 times in a row, ladies and gentlemen, that the safe hasn't been opened. Dirty Barry and Co. Really sorry about that. But them's the breaks, I'm afraid. We're going to move on to the 15th strike as a key draw, which will actually be held on Saturday week. In amongst all that long away trips that we've got over the next period, we've got Stockport County coming down here on Saturday week, and that will be the 15th draw. And there will be an absolute minimum of £1,150 in the safe that day, which is a sum worth winning.
Huge amount.
So, thank you, Ahmed, for
Pleasure.
thank you for all the hard work that you do on our behalf as well.
Thank
Keep
you very
up
much.
the hard work with the commentary. Keep doing all that research and be confident and get out there. And if it's your dream, go and make it your dream.
Well, I appreciate it, Adrian, and I've got the best place really to do it. So, onwards and upwards, eh?
Good on you, good on you. And to everybody at home, I hope you're settled down after that win again tonight there. What another awesome performance by the team. Keep supporting them. It means so much to them, all the goodwill messages and good luck messages that they've got, all the social media support that we're getting. This is a terrific football club, and we've got a great set of players and management staff representing us at the minute, and everybody at home supporting us. That's what this club is all about. So we move on. We're on to Kings Lynn on Saturday. Then it's away at Chesterfield next Tuesday, and then we'll see you all again here after the Stockport game on Saturday week, and we'll see where we are then. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, forever Amber.